So I got blocked by CliffyB, which he then retweeted. This is a retweet. He quote tweeted me because I replied with, "Didn't you make a brand named Boss Key and the only thing it unlocked was failure?" Like, it's a banger tweet. I stand by it. I regret nothing. What's the shimodality? What's
Oh no!
Hold on, what did he say? XQC, what did you just say?
Brain dead shimodality, dude.
Can we slow it down? Let's put him at half speed. Maybe we can understand him.
Like, fuck off. What a brain dead shimodality, dude.
Shit mentality.
Oh, okay.
He said
I
shit
still
mentality.
didn't get it.
All right. This is why you guys should follow me on Twitter if you're not already. Check this shit out. All right, check this shit out. Let's pull this up. Oh. Oh no. Oh god. It's so big. All right. So there's my Twitter. And I got this little badge of honor right here. So, you guys know who CliffyB is? Creator of Gears of War? He was a celebrity for a minute. Back when Gears of War came out. And, I think I got under his skin a little bit. So, I replied with this, which there's a reason why I had to tweet this out the way I did. I said, well, it seems I struck a nerve. I'm proud of my middle-class accomplishments. Good wife, good job, wife, kids. But sure, crash out on the common man, because he's a rich guy, rich celebrity guy, or washed-up celebrity. He's a Z-list celebrity, for pointing out the reality to you. You blocked me so I can't reply, then you made it look like I was scared to. Actual chode behavior. So I got blocked by CliffyB. Because he, do I have his original tweet? Let's see. Can I even go to his? Let me go to his profile. Let's open that in a new tab. All right, so there's CliffyB's profile. Yeah, he fancies himself a stand-up comic. Maybe we'll react to that here in a second. It's bad. It's very bad. Where? No, I don't think it was a tweet. I think it was a reply. Yeah, CliffyB has blocked me. Let's see if we can find his original reply. It's got to be past all that. I was going to make another tweet about it too, but then I thought I'd leave it alone. There it is. So it started here with this fucking tweet that he made replying to Microsoft. And Microsoft's branding's getting as bad as Mercedes. What the fuck is this? This isn't a Microsoft branding problem, by the way. This is the Asus Republic of Gaming ally. They already had these systems out. These aren't made by Microsoft. They're made by Asus. They're Republic of Gaming handhelds. Microsoft partnered with them to make a special layout for them for Xbox. So these are just the Xbox versions of an existing handheld. So they didn't even make the name. But sure, Microsoft's branding, their branding's just Xbox. Like the rest of this has nothing to do with Microsoft. So he already didn't know what he was talking about, but I replied to it. I replied to it with this, which he then retweeted. This is a retweet. He quote tweeted me because I replied with, "Didn't you make a brand named Boss Key and the only thing it unlocked was failure?" Like, it's a banger tweet. I stand by it. I regret nothing. It got a ton of likes and was getting a lot of attention until he shut it down. So retweets. And he goes, "And what have you done with your life?" I'm so tired of these chodes. So that's why I made the tweet that, hey, I'm proud of what I've done with my life. I'm a middle-class guy. Like, why are we attacking the middle-class dude? First of all, this is a tweet that he should have just ignored. But apparently I'm not the only person he crashed out on. Because he crashed out on, and what have you done? The silence. Yeah, everybody, all his Glazers. There's a whole comment thread here with all his Glazers talking about the silence. Because I haven't replied. I'm like, I literally can't fucking reply. You blocked me. But you're going to make it look like I'm scared to reply to you now in your tweet. And he's just crashing out on everybody. So I think I started a trend because other people are making the same comment. Keep shitting on the brand that made you. Oh, fuck off. I made my own brand, bitch. Didn't I point out what your brand did? It failed. You didn't make shit. He made Gears of War. He didn't make Gears of War. He directed the team that made Gears of War. They all still work for Microsoft. He doesn't. So, you know, do with that information what you will. But he left without his team to go make his own company, and it failed miserably. It put out 2 games. They both flopped and got shut down. Not quite as fast as Concord, but fast. He made Lawbreakers. What was the other one? Lawbreakers, I think, was one that lasted a decent amount of time and got good reviews. But he didn't know how to monetize it. It wasn't sustainable. He puts out a hero shooter at the height of Overwatch's popularity. So, of course, it got overshadowed by that. The other one was a really shitty battle royale that I think barely made it past the beta phase. Like, it launched and then, like, immediately shut down. It was really bad. I remember you rode bicycles in it. Not motorcycles. Like a mountain bike. Like a bicycle. Like a mountain bike. Like you pedal it. Yeah. I remember you did that. Everybody had a mullet in it, and it was really fucking bad. I can't even remember the name of that game. It was terrible. But there was one other tweet he made in response to this that just showed, like, where his head and his ego is. Yeah, and of course the rest of it's just his glazers. What's the issue? The issue is he gave up a career with Microsoft to try his own thing and failed, and now he's lashing out. Are these people responding to me or him? Oh, this must have been before. No, this is still me responding to him. That's right. I was able to respond twice before he blocked me. I think I responded to this guy first, and then I decided to do it my own. You made any good games? No, and I don't give a shit. Then why are you crashing out on everybody in your comment section? You don't give a shit. Why are you bothering to reply to all these people and retweet me? I know I have a picture of it if I can't fucking find it. I screenshotted it before he blocked me. In case he tried to delete it. Which I can't find it now. Yeah, I can't find it now. Yeah, I don't understand what's so bad about this. What you don't know, you understand it. CliffyB doesn't understand that it's not an Xbox product. It's an Asus product that Microsoft has partnered with. Microsoft didn't pick the name for this product. And he's bitching about the name and blaming it on Microsoft. So he doesn't even understand how the product works that he's making fun of. Okay, well, I got a screenshot of it. We'll just pull that up. I can't fucking find this thing. But it doesn't matter. Was this it? Yeah, this one's it. Okay. Let me get this pulled up. Just change this to this. All right, there we go. Okay, so this was what I screenshotted. Which is a nice tweet. Where he's quote tweeting somebody else he undoubtedly blocked, just like he did me. So I'm not the only person he did this to. But keep shitting on the brand that made you. Xbox 360 wouldn't have been a thing if it wasn't for me and my team. Eat a dick. Okay. Well, now we just got pure fucking hubris. So I looked it up. Did I save a screenshot of that one? So I looked it up to be like, was fucking... I don't think I took a screenshot of that one. I was like, was Gears of War that fucking popular? That it was like one of the best-selling games that like that game sold Xboxes? Hold on, let me double check this again. So we'll look it up. We'll find out. So I looked it up. Xbox 360. Highest selling games. Okay. Was it the Wikipedia page I looked at? Yeah. So it was the Wikipedia page that I looked at here. Why is that so zoomed in? Let's see if we can zoom this up. All right. So yeah. So I looked this up and I was like, okay. So what are the top selling games on Xbox 360? First of all, the number one selling game is a Microsoft game. It wasn't made by him or his team. It's Kinect Adventures. Shockingly enough. That may be because it came packaged with the Kinect, but okay. Publisher, Microsoft Game Studios. So if we just look at the games published by Microsoft, it looks like Minecraft sold more than Gears of War. Halo 3. Elder Scrolls I'm counting because they now own Bethesda, which also sold more. So we're at number 8 on the list now. Okay, looks like Call of Duty mainly sold it. But all right, even if we're ignoring that, we're only going with Microsoft games. We got Halo Reach, then Halo 4, then Forza Motorsport, and all the way down, number 15 on the list was Gears of War. So you didn't even make the top 10, buddy. And if we're only looking at Microsoft games, you didn't even make the top 5. The fuck you on about you and your team made Xbox? Just showing where his ego's at.
Just living in them alternative facts.
Jesus fuck, man. Now he's a co-owner of 2 restaurants. Made lots of games. Only one of them succeeded. Investor, Broadway producer, author in all caps.
Why is it in all caps?
Oh, and he's doing a comic book. You're just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks, huh, Cliffy? He's like a college kid trying to find himself now that he left Microsoft to do his own thing and it didn't work out. Anyway, let's take out look. I'm not going to listen to this whole thing, but just give you a hint at CliffyB's shitty stand-up because he also fancies himself a comedian, which is what I put in my reply on mine, which I'll show you.
Stand-up comedy from my boy Brian, who's my Sherpa for comedy, the like Uncle Fester looking motherfucker who opened. It's like it's good to pace during and have a good mic. There we go. Wait. Okay, there we go. It's taking up like 4 minutes. And like when you pace during comedy, it adds to it, right? Like Chris Rock does that stuff all the time. And I wanted to do it, and then I looked down, and there's not much to work with here. It's like I feel like I'm like Rose at the end of Titanic on like the door. Like there was room for Jack, goddammit. She was the fucking villain. That's right, I said. All right, on that note.
Okay, I can't take it anymore. Look. Look, he's not funny. His jokes aren't funny. I was going to make more tweets, but he blocked me because I was going to tell him, look, if you want your comedy to succeed, stop writing jokes. Just stand on stage and read your tweets. They're fucking hilarious. I made Xbox 360. Just stand on stage and read your tweets. Your crash out's fucking hilarious. But of course his Glazers came in to reply to this. A few of them did anyway. Let's see, we got... You're surprised by the reaction you got for unnecessarily being a jackass? On Twitter? Am I the first person to ever do that? Why are you shocked by this? I know there's crazy things in the world right now, but wake up. Was this written by ChatGPT? Is this a bot? I know things are crazy right now in the world, but wake up. Death Witch, YouTuber, streamer. Strange name.
Okay.
Most people wouldn't have put the parentheses part. So I'm like, was this a bot? I'm like, have you seen this man's Twitter? He got back the same energy that he was putting out. I thought he'd have a better sense of humor about it since he fancies himself a stand-up comic and all, but I guess he's a snowflake. Shame. Shame, I was going to have fun with this. Maybe because your comment was uncalled for and dumb as fuck. It was accurate. Welcome to X. Welcome to Twitter. You just described all of Twitter.
Yeah.
All right.
Except
Anyway, let me...
he forgot racist. But, you know.
No, that's going to happen on any celebrity page. Like, even if you're in the right, even if everything you said was 100% right, their fucking Glazers, their fans are going to come out the woodwork to white knight for them and defend their honor. Like a bunch of OnlyFans simps. What I have bookmarked here.
Ow.
I'm excited for Resident Evil 9. I'm on the fence. I really liked 7. Smoke? Is my smoky thing over there? Oh,
I moved
couldn't
it
see
because
it.
it was in my
Oh,
way.
the thing. Okay.
It was in the way.
I'm on the fence about it. I really liked 7, and I really hated 8. I feel like they're making the same mistakes. I feel like we're going through a cycle with these companies where they just make the same mistakes again. We're about to watch this, so I don't want to ruin it. I feel like we're making the same mistakes with these companies over and over again. I just went through it with Call of Duty when they hit the reset button because the game was so far from where it was that it was losing fans. So they hit the reset button to set it back to what it was in 2019, gave us that return to form, brought us back to Verdansk, and just reset everything. And then with their first update after hitting the reset button, they start implementing the same things that people were complaining about. They go right back down the same path they went that led them to failure the first time. So I stopped playing after that. I was like, really, we're doing this again? And I feel like we're doing that again with Resident Evil. Resident Evil goes through this cycle where it starts out as a horror game. And it's a good B-movie kind of horror game. It's not meant to be legitimately scary, but it's got some creepy moments, but it's supposed to have that B-movie feel to it. Reaching its B-movie peak in Resident Evil 4. It was more horror, less B-movie in the first couple games. Then Resident Evil 4, when they switched the over-the-shoulder camera, it hit its B-movie peak with some crazy, stupid action. And then Resident Evil 5 and 6 went full-blown action movie. 5 was only as popular as it was because it still had that B-movie feel to it. The action was ridiculous and over the top, but it had co-op, and people loved that. And then Resident Evil 6 went over the rails with Michael Bay-level action, and everyone hated it. Then they had to hit the reset button for Resident Evil 7, which brought us back to creepy, full-on horror. In that one, that one didn't even have much of a B-movie feel to it. It just went straight horror, and I loved that one. And then with Resident Evil 8, like halfway, it starts out kind of horror, and then like halfway through the game, Chris Redfield fucking kicks the door down like John fucking Rambo, and then the whole game just goes action movie again, except for the fetus part. That part was genuinely creepy. It was the only part of the game I liked. The characters were ridiculous. It was over the top, but not in a good way. It kind of rode the line. 8 wasn't terrible. Yeah, punching the rock in Resident Evil 5 was iconic, where Chris punches a boulder to save the world. Yes, it was over the top. But that's that B-movie level awesomeness where it's over the top and corny. Where Resident Evil 8 was just over the top but still tried to be scary in some parts. And the fetus part was legitimately scary. That's the only creepy part in the whole game. The rest of it was over the top and it had some B-movie moments, but it didn't go far enough into the B-movie side, but it didn't go far enough into the horror side, and it just felt kind of mid to me. I ended up walking away disappointed from it, and the story was rather confusing. And the DLC didn't help clear much of it up. And Resident Evil 9 looks like it's continuing that story. Looks like you'll be playing as the daughter this time, not the dad. And everyone is theorizing that the guy in the hood is probably Leon. But if it is, then that means Leon's gone down a dark path, so they'll have to explain that. So I'm interested in it. I've played all the Resident Evils, even the spin-offs. Some good, some bad. I've loved most of them. So I'm a big fan of it. I'm too invested in this at this point to not play it, but I don't know if if I'm excited enough to pay $70 for it, or $80, or whatever the fuck they're charging for games now. Thanks, Nintendo. To buy it at launch, I may just wait until it goes on sale. That's what I did with the remake of Resident Evil 3, because I heard it wasn't very good. It was okay. I feel like it lost a lot of what made Resident Evil 3 Resident Evil 3. I don't think the daughter is the main character in 9. I don't know. Like, she's in the marketing. Like, I think she might be. Yeah, Ethan's daughter, Rose. I think she might be. That's what the DLC... I mean, it would make sense. The DLC for 8 kind of set her up as the main character. That was the whole point of the DLC. So, if she's not... I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to doing the 2 protagonist thing that Resident Evil usually does. So she may be one of them. Like you get to pick her or a different character, and then they're two separate stories that intertwine. Their paths cross multiple times throughout the game, and you're kind of seeing the same story from two different perspectives, which was a neat thing that Resident Evil always did. Was you got like a slightly different version of the story when you picked a different character, but they would cross paths with the one you didn't pick, so you could see what the other one was doing. I always liked that. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was kind of an alternate version for each one. So I'm pretty sure that she'll either be the main protagonist or be one of them. I need to see more of it. I haven't seen enough of it. But we're also going to check out another trailer for a thing I'm super excited about that's going to show my age.
Okay.
In fact, we'll watch that first, see if I can find it. I replied to a bunch of stuff about it. I'm sure it's here somewhere. One of my replies. Even though people got mad at me for defending cops.
That's what you do best. Make people mad.
Oh yeah, and his glazers are trolling my YouTube videos. Thanks for the engagement, I guess. Oh, did somebody reply to that? Oh, CliffyB himself replied to it. At least the troll is trying. How was I trolling? I didn't say anything that wasn't true. I made one comment and you've crashed out about it for a solid day. Jesus. Chill, dude. Aren't you like famous and rich? What are you like? Why are you worried about me?
Narcissism.
Oh, I gotta go to my profile to see my replies. I'm like, why isn't it showing up? Oh, it's gonna be here though. There it is. There it is. Where's the trailer for it? No, that's me posting that. It's me replying to other people about that. Thing on the handheld. Oh yeah, that's this dude posted this and I had to teach him a lesson. I paid $25 for this edit. Was it worth it? He paid someone to edit his videos. Make a gaming montage for him.
No.
They're all stock shit.
Yeah.
This is like template stuff, and it's bad.
Yeah. That's,
I was like, yeah, stop hiring. If I see anyone on Twitter with commissions open next to their name, they are instantly getting blocked. And never, ever, ever hire an editor off Fiverr, because this is the quality of the shit you're getting. I ended up making my own stuff. I tried. Oh, I also made that. Which I've been posting everywhere. I want to make it a thing. Where's the trailer though? I saw a picture of it. But we're gonna watch the trailer. So I'm sure I'm the only one who's excited about it. But
Are they really remaking? Okay.
oh no.
Oh.
This Spaceballs 2. Spaceballs 2.
Ooh.
Where's the fucking trailer? One of them had the trailer. One of them had the trailer. Let's just search Spaceballs 2.
Nice to see them not remaking stuff.
There's the trailer. Okay. So here's the trailer for Spaceballs 2. Don't worry, I'll read so you guys won't have to. Hopefully I can keep up. 38 years ago, there was only one Star Wars trilogy. But since then, there have been a prequel, a sequel to the prequel, a prequel to the sequel, countless TV spin-offs, a spin-off movie and a TV spin-off, which was both a prequel and a sequel, not to mention 2 Dunes, 7 Jurassic Park, 2 Avatars, plus 3 coming soon, making 5, 36 movies in the MCU with 2 different Robert Downey Jr.'s, DCU, Jesus, okay, but DCU attempt number 1, DCU attempt number 2, an animated Lion King, a live-action animated Lion King, a live-action animated Lion King prequel, 8 Harry Potter movies, a TV series remaking the same 8 Harry Potter movies, a whole streaming service of Star Trek, 7 alien movies, 2 of which were also Predator movies, not to be mistaken for the 6 Predators that are also not alien movies. 1 Prometheus, which was kind of an alien movie. 4 Beatles movies. 4 Beatles movies? And Oppenheimer. But in 38 years, there has only ever been 1. Spaceballs. Until now. Yes! Yes, I remember watching this as a kid.
Yes, me too.
After 40 years, we asked, what do the fans want? But instead, we're making this movie. May the Schwartz be with you.
Instead, we're making this movie.
Screw that.
So they were trying to figure out who's going to replace John Candy
Damn it.
because he's dead.
Because he's dead, yeah.
I don't know who they've got cast. They haven't announced the cast yet. The only person they actually announced was Rick Moranis himself announced that he is coming out of retirement to do this movie. So soon as Rick Moranis said that he was back, I was like, all right, I'm in.
Yep.
I'm fucking in.
I'm in.
Let's fucking go. Rick Moranis coming out of retirement is all I needed to hear. Mel Brooks is also going to be back. So those are the 2, which he was in the trailer.
Yeah.
So he's back. But who's replacing John Candy? I suggested, like, who could replace him? 2 people. I see either John Goodman
Yeah.
or Bobby Moynihan,
Yeah, he could.
the guy from Saturday Night
Yeah.
Live. Yeah. I was like, Bobby Moynihan could do it. He's fat and goofy.
He's fat and goofy. Yeah, he could do it.
Rick Moranis is going to be back. Shane Gillis? Maybe. I think my pick's still better. Probably Moynihan. All right, but everybody's excited for that. But anyway, on to the content here. So we got a video here
I am not interested.
from
Oh, God.
I love this guy, Lazy Shell. So he takes clips from stuff and makes animations into them. And his one on Hassan was great. But this is on iDubbbz and Anisha. And they're, or Anissa and her husband. Anissa's husband. Crashing out about Creator Clash 3. So these are always good.
She's like, let me fuck you in the ass.
I think Anita Sarkeesian was kind of onto something. There's a lot of assholes on the internet, and they're kind of misogynistic too, I think. Anissa and I have stepped away from Creator Clash because I'm like, I spent my last fucking 4 years working on this stupid boxing shit.
Yeah, it's definitely in better hands.
Jesus, the
I will
artwork.
not shut up on Twitter.
That is probably a bad idea.
I will tweet the stupidest shit.
That is probably a bad idea.
God, the editing is
Not
great.
fucking Shut up.
I hate gunheads. Then don't go to a shooting range with a bunch of gun YouTubers.
I hate gunheads.
We've already raised $238,000.
Yeah.
You didn't raise $238,000.
Oh, they put
Ethan Klein and Hassan
Nicholas
Pfeiffer
Diorio in it.
had a blood feud that reached fucking epic proportions, and they raised $200,000.
Hold on, what are you drinking?
Oh, I love how Hassan's head gets smaller every time he draws
The
it.
main controversy, I would say, that Anissa and I, we were getting 34% of the profit share.
We needed a small safety net of 34%. They call it Rule 34. It's actually extremely common. Please look up Anissa Jomhab
Rule
to
34.
clarify exactly why people do things like this.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ian's not into any of that shit. I've tried.
She says she tried to peg him, and so far she's been unsuccessful.
Yeah, she's just opened my eyes to like so many different things and women's perspectives in the world.
Oh,
You
God.
fuckers that are looking at this right now, I know that you would fucking cry. How do I know? Because I've met fuckers in real life, and you have cried. They're obviously Jewish.
Doesn't it seem like a power thing? He's like, I am not interested. She's like, let me fuck you in the ass.
I need to be on a leash. I need to be on a leash. A tight leash, to be honest. Because I am
It's fucking gold.
I always wanted a partner who challenged me.
I just want to ask you if you've always
Jesus.
been shitting your pants.
No.
Because since I've known you, you've always had like the IBS. You've always been shitting yourself.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Dude,
God,
you got
this
shit in your
sounds so
pants,
much worse
bro.
the way
So
they
he's
do
shits
this.
his pants, he's got bad breath, and we're continually adding to the list, okay? You better be wearing a diaper, otherwise you're not fit to have a child. Poo pants swastika boy.
Jesus fucking Christ. If you guys haven't subbed to Lazy Show, go do it. These animations are great.
The way he did that made it all sound so
Oh
much
my god,
worse.
the editing is on point. So are you guys familiar with the look, I believe it. They call it a conspiracy theory, I guess because it's unconfirmed. But I feel like there's enough evidence to support it. So I believe it. But Ethan has this conspiracy theory that the Reddit admin, the people in charge of the entire website, not like a subreddit, but like the site as a whole,
Okay.
that they are also frequenters or fans of H3 Snark, a subreddit dedicated to harassing Ethan that he has tried multiple times to ask them to shut down, and they have refused. They've not only refused, but they've outright protected him in some cases, which is why he thinks that they
That's
are. So there's been some new evidence. We watched, last stream, we watched a video by Willie Mac Show. And Willie Mac Show is pretty much a normie. He puts out like one video a month. Like, he works a normal job and shit, and he does this for fun, like I do, as a hobby. But he doesn't live stream. He makes an edited video, so he gets like one out a month. They're pretty good videos. They're video essays, and they're pretty good. But apparently what happened was the Reddit mods were threatening to ban someone on the H3 Snark subreddit because they donated $500 to Willie Mac.
okay.
So Willie Mac left a comment to clarify, and they threatened to ban him for being a Willie Mac fan, to which he responds, I am Willie.
Yeah.
And then they banned him for being Willie, I guess.
Being himself.
And then the reason they banned him and the back and forth he had with the moderators is, well, we'll let Ethan take it from here.
Nothing is done. In fact, we've had moderators of our subreddit who were posted what they thought were harassing posts, and one of our moderators got permanently banned for reporting one of their harassing posts.
It's interesting because it just makes me think somebody on that subreddit has to work for Reddit.
Yeah, so imagine that happening on any other platform. This is why I think he's probably got some merit to this conspiracy theory, because this guy didn't post anything. He's one of the moderators for works for H3, but he went to H3 Snark to report a post. So he hit the fucking report button.
Yeah.
Which is what you're supposed to do to report bad content.
Yeah.
And he got banned for reporting the content.
For reporting.
I have never heard of a case on any other platform ever where a user got banned for reporting content.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen
there may
reports.
be something to
I've
that.
seen people report stuff falsely, and then they just don't do anything with the reports. The reports are supposed to be private and anonymous, but he got banned for it. And Willie's gonna tell what happened to him.
It's like even in the post that I'm replying to that says Willie stays winning, they're calling me a sex abuse enabling piece of human shit. And it's like, what have I ever done to deserve that? When have I ever done that? It's insane. It's absurd.
That I don't know what it's going to take, but at this point it's just beyond disturbing, and I don't know. I mean, Reddit is just, I don't know what to say. I'm just speechless at this point. It's really fucking nuts, dude.
No, and I think I do want to apologize too, because their profile picture was was what I thought a battered middle-aged woman, and it turned out to
It was
be
me.
you
Yeah.
dressed in drag. And is Gila treating you right?
I'm okay. Well, the picture wasn't
Okay.
real. She treats me very cool.
Okay.
My
Good,
boys,
good.
on
I'm
the
just
other
checking.
hand, they rough me up regularly. Yeah, you got, but that's okay.
You know, it's one of those things, man, where it's like I don't really take the threat too seriously, but at the same, because it's just like as an Xbox Live thing, I don't care. But then, like on the other hand, the subreddit's doing it to you guys and your team and your crew, and you guys have received legitimate death threats that are all coming from this like politically driven place of you're evil.
Yep.
And it's like I don't know why Reddit would tolerate.
Yeah, he's such a normie. Like he doesn't get
Yeah.
it. He's like, I don't understand.
This.
Yep.
And I find it very odd that that then I get banned. Like this is the first time I think I've given your theory any sort of credibility because like I've seen the window into it maybe a little bit.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was the longer clips. There was a longer clip where they banned him, and then you can appeal the ban.
Mm-hmm.
So they ban him for harassment, and his only reply was, "I am Willie."
Yeah.
He replied to a comment about him to clarify that I am him.
Yeah, I am he.
The person you're accusing of donating the $500, I'm the person they donated it to. I am Willie. And they banned him for basically being Willie.
For being...
And told him it was for harassment. So he... when you appeal, you can put in a reason for the appeal, which he knew would probably be the only time that he'll get to like speak to them, because they're just going to ignore the they're not going to appeal it. So he used that box to tell them that they were all that he was receiving death threats, but he's not worried about it because none of you ever leave your house, so you're not dangerous. So why was I banned? And then they came back to tell him that he was banned for harassment sent via DMs. And he said, I never DM'd anybody. They're counting the appeal message
as
the DM. Which means you banned him for
appealing.
So now your reason for banning him is appealing the ban.
Is appealing the ban, yeah.
It's absurd.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff.
And he's not banned just from their subreddit. He's banned from all of Reddit for saying I am Willie.
Nope.
That's why I think that there's credibility to like one of the Reddit admin must be a mod on that subreddit or must be frequenting it, because if it was just a subreddit that didn't have access to the Reddit mods, they could only ban him from that subreddit. But he got banned from all of Reddit for that.
Yeah.
Which makes me think that one of the mods on that subreddit is also an admin. And they're abusing their admin their admin powers to fight the evil Jew that is Ethan.
The evil Jew.
Damn you Jews! Alright, what else we got? We'll do a little Twitter catch up here. Alright, I haven't seen this one either. We'll finish with the this is part of the main content, but that's gonna be a whole separate segment. I can't play a video while I go over that one. That one's gonna be wild. Because it's text, I gotta read it all. But it's wild. Pirate Software had a little DM leak, and it's everybody's calling it a nothing burger. Apparently there's allegations in it. I don't really care about the allegations. I'm more looking at the content of the DMs because it sounds hilarious. I'm sure that the controversy or the allegations are a nothing burger, nothing illegal, etc. That it's just two consenting adults. I don't care. It sounds hilarious. And I'm glad he's getting outed for his DMs if this is his behavior. So I'm more looking at his behavior. I don't care about the allegations. But So I haven't watched this one yet. I bookmarked it. So quick Ethan Klein catch-up stuff because they just put stuff out every day, and I'm tired of doing entire segments on them. So we'll just do quick catch-ups here. But Ethan Klein has announced that his lawsuit with Ryan Kavanaugh is over after the two held a mediation yesterday. So I think he got sued by Ryan. Either he sued Ryan or he got sued by Ryan, but it was like a year ago? 2 years ago? It was a while back, but it sounds like that's finally over. So I want to see how that turned out.
Instead of yesterday is because I was back in mediation with my good friend Ryan Kavanaugh. And let me tell you something. Second mediation we've done, almost 2 years apart to the date.
Yeah, so it was 2 years ago.
This lawsuit has been going on.
That was 2 years ago?
Yeah.
That whole encounter where you met in the cafeteria?
Yep.
Yeah.
In the kitchen.
Same place. It was at the same place, almost the same day, 2 years to the date.
Wow.
Last time we didn't find terms, amicable terms. This time I think we were both pretty much like ready to move on with our lives, very much so.
Yeah, 2 years of bills is I'm done.
Well, I'm excited to announce that the lawsuit is finally over.
Wow.
Instead of yesterday.
Oh, they cut it before he said how it ended. Well, I'm glad it's over. I'm sure that he'll announce that, or I'll have to look up a clip for that. That I may actually like dig into. It's wild to me that these people keep threatening to sue this man. He is probably the single most sued YouTuber on YouTube. And he has a history of winning. He is no stranger to lawsuits at this point, and he has the money to go as long as you want him to go. Why would you threaten to sue this man?
That's what she said. I'm sorry.
Have I seen Ethan's other debates? They're pretty good. Yeah, he is surprisingly good at debates for a guy with Tourette's and no history of ever debating anybody. But, I mean, the first couple ones you see, like most of his debates, especially his early ones, were him just angry and just like, I'm fed up and I want to call somebody out on something, and it just turns into a debate. Those are the best kind of debates, man, where there's just no punches pulled. Fuck this like civility thing. If I get into a debate, I'll be civil at first, but I'm waiting for them to cross out. I'll always let the other person cross the line first. I'll be courteous. I won't throw the first punch. But I find that when people start losing debates, I'm good at making them lose, that when they start losing debates, they get frustrated. And when they get frustrated, they will lash out. And they'll make fun of my nose or something. Yeah, they'll start throwing some insults. And once you do that, my gloves are coming off. And that's how I prefer to debate. I want the gloves to come off. They're way more entertaining when it gets to be like a blood sport.
Ow, what the hell?
That's what I want. All right, and what's this one? Ethan does a short iDub skit on his show. I haven't seen this yet either. Watch this real quick.
Remember one thing in your mind, a mantra, if you will, that will always give you comfort. Say to yourself, hey, at least I'm not iDubbbz. Thanks for watching, everybody. Remember one.
Jesus Christ. Oh. All right, there's our Ethan Klein catch up. What else do I got here? Oh yeah, this is Hassan at the protest,
Yeah.
which is what I used that picture from to make the meme I made. XQC weighed in on it, so I need you to lock in for a second. Focus
Okay.
up.
I'm focused. I'm focused.
XQC is going to be a little hard to follow.
I know. I
All
know.
right.
I've heard him before.
Well, let's hear what he had to say.
For their livelihoods. But a lot of people worry about property damage for the sake of property damage in themselves. This is to say like this is, all great, but but at the end of the day, it's not like a terrifying situation at all. Seeing it on television obviously feels a lot different than just like being right here. When you're right here, you realize
Yo, in the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you, he doesn't believe in what he's saying. I'm sorry. I don't refuse to. If he is, I don't know what to say. I feel bad. This is just, it's just sad, really. I don't know.
Migrants are criminals, rapists. and then going after children and women and.
What do you think he would post on Twitter? What do you think he would say on stream if he came back to his Porsche on fire? Let's say he came to this in his car and it was on fire, right? And we're interview him. Hey man, how do you feel about that? Not terrifying, guys. I mean, at the end of the day,
it's property damage for the sake of property damage.
It's the bottom line. It's the profit margins, guys. Livelihood. It's whatever, guys. It's part of it. Nah, no shot. Absolutely zero shot. Because it's somebody else. We don't give a fuck. It's not me. I don't care. Like, fuck off. What a brain dead shit mentality, dude.
They're gonna protect citizens.
A brain dead what?
What's a shimodality? What's a...
Oh no!
Hold on, what did he say? XQC, what did you just say?
A brain dead shit mentality, dude.
I still don't know.
I gotta hear that one more time. Can we slow it down? Playback speed. Let's put him at half speed. Maybe we can understand him.
Like, fuck off. What a brain dead shit mentality, dude.
Shit mentality.
Oh, okay.
He said shit mentality. He said
I was like, what's a shimodality?
You need a fucking translator for XQC. I was like, what's a shimodality?
He was doing so
Is this
good,
new?
though.
I thought I was about to learn a new slang word. I think there's so many. Yeah, so many new things pop up on the internet. I didn't know what to think of this. What's a shimodality?
You should try to make it one.
When you slow it down.
Make it a thing.
Shit mentality. Okay. Gotcha,
He was
XQC.
doing so good, I was understanding him. And then that one came out of nowhere for me.
Yeah, he has to like force himself to go slow so people can understand him, but then he gets worked up and it just all falls apart. It just falls apart. It all goes to shimodality.
Like,
oh
what
my
the
god.
fuck's a shimodality?
Continue, XQC.
They're gonna protect citizens. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And when that
It's awful.
falls apart, when that
I don't know what to tell you.
contract falls apart, people understandably are disturbed.
Even if it's a company, it doesn't matter if it's not your car. It is somebody's car. That's all that matters.
20 minutes, probably.
It was in the
You see a wallet on the ground. It's not yours. Why does it feel good to give it back to them? Because it's somebody's wallet. It feels good to give it to them. If you feel like that about it, then throw it in the garbage bin. Then throw it in the fucking bin then. But people don't do that.
I don't know if we can.
So why do we lose all of our sense of empathy when it's somebody else's shit?
But again, this situation has deep.
Apparently, though, Hassan replies to this, so you know he'll tell you exactly what he would do if somebody set his Porsche on fire.
I mean, yeah, of course. But secondly, even if someone were to burn my fucking leased car, like I still have insurance. If the
okay, I get it now. That it's okay to riot and burn down these businesses and this property because they have insurance. See? They'll be fine. It's about the message. I mean, at first it was property damage for the sake of property damage, but now there's a message behind it. So we're already rewriting the things he said before. Now, before when he was doing his on the ground journalism, 2 blocks from his house.
Yeah. On his way to the grocery store.
It was property damage for the sake of property damage. You guys shouldn't be worried about it. It's not a big deal. But now it's not a big deal because
they have
insurance.
Insurance will take care of it.
Yeah, it's fine. They have insurance.
I mean, I have insurance for my car. Still doesn't mean I want to have to use it.
The alternative is like someone burns randomly my leased car, but in the process that person doesn't go out and, like, I don't know, kidnap someone, then yeah, that's a far more preferable outcome. That's what I'm saying.
What?
What? Yeah, I'm confused.
Why are those the options? You're a fucking hero.
These are your only options.
If I let you burn my Porsche, you promise you won't kidnap that child. I will make this sacrifice for the greater. No one's kidnapping anybody. I don't think there's been a single kidnapping during the riots. Like, what are you saying that all of these people who are burning things are only doing it because they if they couldn't burn,
they want to kidnap.
They want to kidnap so bad, but
they just can't.
If we can get away with arson instead,
then I
won't do the kidnapping.
Yep. Your kids can sleep safely tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not nice. It's not great. It's fucking awful. But like it's such a stupid fucking take. It hurts people's profit margins and therefore potentially their bottom line and therefore their livelihoods. But a lot of people worry about property damage for the sake of property damage.
Wait, it can't be both. It hurts their profit margins and their bottom line and therefore their livelihood. But we're justified in burning it because they have insurance.
Because they have insurance.
So how's it hurting them financially if they have? Isn't that what insurance is for? So that you don't have to pay to fix this stuff? That's why you pay the insurance.
But it is a disruption.
Okay.
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to make sense of things.
The worst part about this also is that he doesn't understand the point I'm making. I'm not saying that
okay.
Not only is it
He's
a
gonna
false
tell us
equivalence,
what the point
but
is
also
here.
I'm not saying this is good, this is great. I really love that they're burning Waymos. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm simply saying is the reason why people care about property damage is because it hurts people, right? That's the reason why you're supposed to care about property damage, because somewhere along the way there is a
No. They care about property damage because it's anarchy. It's a disruption of law and order. And it makes people feel unsafe. Protests aren't supposed to be this. That's why the cops are there. That's why the National Guard is there. That's why the Marines are coming in to maintain law and order. Because if we allow protesters to burn buildings and to burn property and go, oh, it's okay, it's just property, well, that's chaos in the streets.
Yeah.
It's a disruption of safety. People don't give a fuck about normal people don't give a fuck about the business's profits. They don't care about the message you're trying to send. That's their home you're burning. That's their neighborhood. That's a disruption to their lives. What about all of the people who shop at those at those businesses? What about all the people who need that grocery store to get food? What about all the innocent bystanders that you're hurting trying to send a message to this business? Because you're trying to make a statement about capitalism, I guess. The thing that made you rich. It's because we don't want to live in the fucking purge, man. And that's what this looks like.
Are you telling me
That's what normal people see when they turn on the news and see this. They don't see the message you're trying to send. They see chaos. And they want the police to come in. They want the National Guard to come in. Normal people who aren't terminally online. Because this whole thing is a terminally online thing. Every one of these people are one of two things. They're either terminally online people getting their yearly dose of sunlight, or they're paid to be there. The ones who aren't burning things and are just standing there with picket signs, those people are probably being paid to be there.
Yeah, probably.
You guys buy protesters too, and that's not debatable. They have been caught. They have been caught. You're giving them $200 an hour. They can give you the figure to stand there and hold a sign, or $200 a day to stand there and hold a sign for that day. Get $200 a day if you stand here and hold a sign, which for, a minimum wage worker, that's probably more than they would have made in a day at their job. So
yeah,
I can see why they would do it. I don't fault them, especially if there's somebody just trying to get by. But the rest of you assholes out here burning stuff, you're not sending a message about capitalism. You're just creating chaos.
Yeah.
Person, a human being whose livelihood might be potentially harmed by this, right? and that person didn't deserve it, right? Like a storefront owner, a small business owner that has their fucking storefront smashed and has their inventory stolen, right? Like that person didn't deserve it. I'm not saying that they deserve it, but the reason why you care about that is because that's an innocent person whose livelihood was harmed. And if you care about the livelihood of innocent people to that degree, then you should absolutely care about the much more consequential, unjustifiable actions by fucking ICE, the federal government. Because what do you think happens to poor people that are simply trying to work, that are collaborating and cooperating with the immigration enforcement authorities?
How are you this bad at optics? How are you this bad at optics? You're telling them that they should care about the thing you're protesting about if you care about the shops who are the innocent people who are being hurt by you burning stuff. And that's why they should care about the thing you're protesting, because they're being hurt too.
Yeah.
The minute you commit arson and start burning shit,
And start burning people's shit.
you lose all sympathy.
Yeah.
Those people don't give a fuck about you now. You're the bad guy. You're the Marvel villain. You're the guy setting innocent people's businesses on fire. You understand that the justification that they're using to deport these people is that they're criminals. And you want to garner sympathy from the people watching by committing crimes. What? Normal people aren't going to turn on their TV who know nothing about this, see the riots and the people protesting against ICE and committing all this property damage, which you're right, they care about because an innocent shop owner, an innocent business was hurt. But they're not going to look at that and go, well, those people did that because they're hurting. No, they're going to go, yeah, we need to deport these criminals. This is why this is why Trump's good. You're having the opposite effect.
Yeah.
Well, how are you so bad at this and have an audience this big? I don't understand.
And for the false belief, the naivete that they have that this system is supposed to be lawful, they get treated like numbers on a board in order to prove a political point. They get fucking arrested.
Yeah, but you don't prove that point by committing crimes. If you were just protesting, you would have a point right now.
Yeah.
But setting people's cars and businesses on fire isn't protesting.
Burning.
It's arson.
Yeah. Burning
That's a
and looting
crime.
and whatnot is not the way to do it.
Looting their stores and stealing their things. That's not a protest. That is a crime. You are committing crimes. And now you are defending the people committing crimes because they were victims first? They can't be criminals.
Because they're victims.
Because they're victims.
Can be criminals too.
You can't be racist because you're black.
Yeah, no, that doesn't fly.
It's the same fucking logic. Black people can't be racist. They're the people that we're racist against.
Nope.
They can't be racist themselves.
Nope.
You can't be
just
racist.
as racist.
You can't be racist.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Scrolling down, looking at the replies. Look at this shit. This is LA. Those cars might be homes.
Very
fair
true.
point.
Very true. I was just sitting in my house watching YouTube.
I'm waiting until it gets community noted. All right. I am done with that. All right, I'm done with that.